Hello and welcome to the tutorial on how to update your virtual office hours link that's available in your course. So you may have noticed a number of new additions to your course and you may be wondering what these are. But the OES team worked hard this past semester to include some updates that we think are beneficial for you and your students in terms of adding more social presence and collaboration in your course. And one of these is the virtual office hours link here. So when I click on this, I'll be taken to a Google Hangout session. Hello, my name is Greg Steinke, OES team. And Google Hangouts is really a great tool for communicating and collaborating with your students. And it's especially useful for virtual office hours. Students can use it as well for just communicating, working in groups while they're building a presentation or something like that. So it's free. All students and faculty have Google Hangout along with all the other Google apps that comes with their Gmail and Google Calendar. So we highly encourage you to use this tool if you can. Now, in order to make this your own link, I'll show you how you do that. I'm going to open up a new tab and I'm going to type in calendar.umn.edu, and since I've already logged into the U of M, my email, Google logs me into my calendar. So what I want to do is I want to find, and I don't know how you go about this, but however you find a time to meet with your students when you hold office hours, that's up to you. I don't know how you go about doing that, but I'm going to find a time in the past. So let's say maybe 6 o'clock on a Wednesday from 6 to 7. If I want to make this my office hour, my virtual office hour, I can do that. So I'll just click on that cell and I'll call this virtual office hours. And the reason I selected in the past is because if I want the link to work, it has to be in the past or the present. It's not going to work if I set it for a future date until that date and time. So I'm going to set it in the past and I'm going to edit the event. So I've titled it, I have the time that I want, and I'm going to add a video call. So I'll click on this link, and the next thing I want to do, I could probably keep this name Stein995 here as my virtual office hours, but I'm going to encourage you to change the name of this link. And what I'd like you to do is use the title of your course. So I'm going to call this EEB 1001, and then I'll call it Office Hour. You only have 15 characters to identify your unique URL, but if you start with your course ID, then there shouldn't be any problems. There could be a problem if you call this virtual office and another instructor called their Google Hangout session virtual office and you held your virtual office hours at the same time. There could be an issue with that. Now, I could be done if I just wanted to copy this link. I could paste it into Moodle and I could be fine. And that's really the easiest way to create a Google Hangout link and paste it into your course. That's the easiest way. The drawback to that is you don't know if any students are going to be, if they're going to attend that that virtual office hour. So what you could do is go beyond and add in your students, all your student emails, add them to this calendar event, and then repeat this session for, let's say, every Wednesday, and it ends on, I'm just going to choose 1 week here. It ends on 1 week. So every Wednesday from 6 to 7, I'll have virtual office hours, and since all my students are, if I add all my students to the calendar event, then then my students will get a calendar event added to their Google Calendar, and they can click on that calendar event and they can say, yes, I'm going to come to the virtual office hours, or no, I'm not. And it's just a way to help students remember when the virtual office hours are. So you can do these options. You can add students to the virtual office hours, and you can repeat it. It's up to you if you want to do that or not. But I'm also going to I'm going to copy this link. So I'm going to right click, or on a Mac I'm going to control click and hit copy link location. And before I leave, I want to make sure to save this. So I'll save it, and it asks, do you want to send invitations to guests? I'm not going to do that now, but you might want to consider doing that for your students. I'll jump back into my course, and I want to find the virtual office hours link here, and I'm going to update it by hitting the gear icon there. And I'm going to remove this link, so I'm just going to double click on it. I'm going to delete it, and then I'm going to paste in, and I'm hitting Command V, or I think it's Control V on a PC, my new link. And as you can see, here is my unique URL identifier here. I'll paste that in. It's going to open up in a new window. That's great. And then I'm going to save and return to course. So now I have updated my virtual office hours. So when I click on this link, it will take me to my Google Hangout session. I'm going to close this. And the very last thing you would need to do is show this link to your students. So you'd have to click on this eyeball icon. This link turns blue, and now students can click on that and jump into the Hangout session. So I encourage everyone to do this. The sooner you jump into the Google Hangout bandwagon, I think the better off you'll be in terms of just communicating with your students, collaborating with your students, encouraging students to use this tool to collaborate with each other, and so on and so forth. So it's a very valuable tool that students and faculty have at the University of Minnesota. So that's it. If you have problems with creating your virtual office hours, just contact oesteam@umn.edu, and either myself or somebody else will respond and will assist you. Thank you.